Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We're with our level 16 Stalker, Tiger Shrike, who is, she now has 64,000 XP. She needs 3,000 to get to the next level. We're starting to accumulate some information, influence, infamy, whatever you want to call it, some inf. 116,000 right now. I have not checked the market to see if our thing has sold. I'm sure it hasn't. And I'm not going to worry about it, because if it's sold, the influence or information, whatever, will be there for us. We're in the middle of a story arc, and actually we're getting ready to finish it. Savage Man story arc. Finale. So we're talking to Aaron Walker, and he says, we got this thing all set to go blast. Tiger Shrike. I sent the coordinates to Noble. He's making his way into the lab now to tear down anything that gets in his way. This is the guy that we recruited, right? That's going to provide a distraction for you to get in there and find out whatever's going on. Listen, I don't mean to get all mushy, but I gotta thank you for all this. I know I'm kind of a tough guy to get along with. Well, I mean, not really. I think I'm pretty perfect, but a bit more perfect than you, to be honest. But you get the point. The whole thing that we're doing now, it feels right, you know? I never did much with my skills, always just hurt people, did whatever I wanted. But we're helping out a good man today. We're exposing the secrets of Praetor Barry, and this is the right thing to do. So I say, can you give me access to the lab? And he says, you bet. So now we're going to go into Neuron's secret lab. And Neuron is this world's version of Synapse, I believe. And in we go. And I got to tell you guys, I was watching a couple of the older videos last night. I was kind of tired. Didn't have anything else I wanted to do. I was getting ready for bed, and I looked at a couple of the older videos I posted, and all the knockdowns and stuns, and I'm like so excited that we now have integration. It's going to be on all the time, and these guys can never mez me again. And that is awesome. Now, that's not entirely true, right? You can see we have a 6.3 magnitude protection, and that means that if they do more than 6.3 magnitude on us, it can still stun us. But the reality is we're going to be taking these guys down so fast, they're not going to be able to stack up that much magnitude stun or sleep or hold or whatever on us. So we shouldn't be getting knocked down, we shouldn't be getting knocked back, and we shouldn't be getting stunned much at all. Got an enhancement. Are we being ambushed? Hang on. No, the dialogue is in here. Okay. Wow, all the stuff is wreckage, it looks like. So we need to find Noble Savage and I guess help him out. But in the meantime, we're going to kick these guys' butts. What you're going to see now, by the way, as this character gets more powerful, I am not going to be bypassing... And in Praetoria, I will. I don't like the Praetorian story arcs. But when we get to Paragon City and we're higher level and we've got our single origin enhancers and we've got our powers in, like focus and instant healing and everything, as we get into the 20s and stuff, you're going to see I'm not going to be bypassing stuff as much. Or at least I ordinarily wouldn't. Right? Once your Scrapper or Stalker gets nice and powerful, then it's fun to beat these guys up because they're not constantly mezzing you and that kind of thing. However, I may still do a lot of bypassing with this character, which I'm filming, because I don't want to make you guys have to sit through like a 45-minute mission when all we're doing is beating up bad guys. Now, if I can find other things to talk about, and I feel like it kind of doesn't matter, then in other words, we're going to be talking about other things, so we can just go ahead and do whatever the mission requires without boring anybody, then I might stick with it. But if I feel like if we're just talking about the mission and we're just trying to get through the mission and I'm not doing anything else, talking about anything else, then I'll probably continue to do the Stalker bypass on a lot of these things. But it's not something I would do as much if I weren't recording. Up until now, yes, for sure. Because I haven't liked these missions, and I think a lot of them are really long. Looks like he took all these guys out. But when we get to the better story arcs, like the Wheel of Destruction, or the Nemesis arc or whatever. Uh-oh. Did he get his butt kicked? When we get to those better arcs where I like those stories, Envoy of Shadows, etc., then I'm not going to be trying to skip through things. I may pause it and not make you guys watch it all. We'll see. Let's talk to him. He's lying on the ground riddled with bullets. You see, a bullet was planted straight into his forehead, though he's still not dead. Tiger Shrike, I did my best to stop these projects. I could not take all of them. The man with my device is here. You have to stop him. Okay. So, Aaron Walker chimes in. Whoa, James looks roughed up big time. Look, put this code into the side of his device. I just whipped it up 2 seconds ago. Pretty neat, huh? It'll hook him up to the emergency teleport system that the Resistance has in the underground. So, we're going to go ahead and link him up so that he can be teleported out of here. And now we have to retrieve the data and defeat Maelstrom, who is probably a boss. Oh, just a lieutenant? Well, that makes it easier. We're going to clean these guys up because I don't want them getting involved in the fight. They probably wouldn't, but I'm not going to use build-up because it won't recharge fast enough. We don't need it on white cons, and I want to use it on the boss. The next thing I can't wait for is to get focused so I can stop you. Don't need to use Brawl as much. Alright. Oh, we're right here. Okay, so, oh, that was stupid. That was really stupid. I didn't wait to hide. That was dumb. Sorry about that, guys. See, I'm too busy talking, not paying attention. Alright, so we got Maelstrom now. We just need to find the data. And we are hidden. And there it is. And as I've mentioned in the Scrapper videos, I feel like I understand why they put the white asterisk there. I like that they do it when you're trying to find a bunch of them. But when it's the only one on the board, when it's the only one in the mission, the idea that they would put it there right from the off so that you can see it and you know where it is, that's really spoilerish. Not sure I'm a huge fan of that. I would kind of rather maybe have like a little button here. Obviously that's never going to happen, but like a little button here, like give me a clue, and then you press it, so that like only after you're frustrated would you press that. So we got the clue, and we got reward merits. How many reward merits do we have now? We had 76. We have almost enough to buy a single ATO, archetyped training enhancement, or whatever you want to call it, archetyped origin. But we won't need those for a while. You got to 6-slot stuff first, and you got to be higher level. Alright, so we're going to talk to Aaron, and oh, wow, leveled up. He says, you know what, Tiger Shrike, I don't say this about many people, but I got to say, you did that job better than I could. Don't get cocky, though. I just figured out how I could do it better. Just kidding, haha. We're good friends, eh? Anyway, this whole Olympian project sounds pretty horrifying, don't you think? So what is this? So what it said was, we raided the lab, Walker hacked into it, and we fought Eddie Polstra, and we found out about Project Olympian. This was what Praetorberry was working on, but we don't really know what it is. I did some digging and found out that James Noble is resting in one of the Renaissance and the Resistance hubs in the underground. They got the bullets out of him. That's good. Speaking of which, I got some chick trying to talk to me in my mind. She says that she wants to talk to you, and this is Penelope Yin. Oh, she's a really cool character in the base game as well. Ah, and they gave us an accuracy dual origin, which means we can beef this up and have a level 17 dual origin accuracy on here. So we should hit a lot. This thing is going to have to come out. This thing is probably going to have to, we may as well take it out. We're level 17, we can use that for damage, and now we're doing 33% more damage. This can come out. This is damage resistance, so reconstruction just gives us resistance to toxic, right? There's no point to, at this point, there's no point to putting more slots in there for the resistance. We now technically can purchase level 20 dual origins, but I probably won't do much of that because we're trying to save up cash. I might get one for Slash and one for Strike. But in the meantime, we need to level up. So there should be a trainer here somewhere. Right there. And we train up to a new level of power. So, what do we want to get here, guys? I think we want to finish that. We don't need anything over here. We can... There's not much point. So this increases regeneration. Yeah, it might be worth slotting this at some point to improve the regen. We definitely want to increase fast healing. What's the base? So the base on fast healing is 75%. The base and integration is plus 100%. So that's quite a lot. Well, we're going to need recharges on these guys, right? So let's get Dull Pain started. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with the passives and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and slot the stuff I know I need slotting. Look at this. This is like a strand of DNA with these cool little glowy lights on it. That is really awesome. I got to tell you, again, look at the glow. Look at this. The light blue and the purple together. That is really cool. I mean, they did a really, really nice job on the zones in this part of the game. I will give them that. Alright, we'll sell that. Sell that, sell that. I'm not gonna... Oh, do we have one orange salvage? Yes, we want to leave that one alone, but I'm going to sell the rest of it. Guys, we have 127,000 influence right now, which is not bad at all. And now we're going to go talk to Penelope Inn. Oh, we can call her. That's great. So, she says... Rusty, it's been so long since I've seen you. There's so much to say. I see all the stars in the Mirror Kingdom. Some of them glow brighter than the others. Mother tells me that I need to be careful. Like, today, Rusty, we're going to go on a quest to save all the people. And teddy bears in the Mirror Kingdom. Like, what? Are you nuts? The Legion of Black Knights. Rusty, the Mirror Kingdom is going to be in chaos if all the teddy bears are stolen away. The evil Glowball wants to use them for his own evil deeds. Glowball used to be like you, Rusty. He used to be my bestest friend, but now Glowball thinks he knows what's best. He's become like the Shadow Lord. So this has got to be some metaphor for what the Praetorians are doing here, and maybe she's from another dimension. She's in a psychiatric hospital, so she might be just crazy. Or she might be the Penelopean from another dimension. I miss how Glowball used to be. It hurts a lot to see him like this. That's why I need your help, Rusty. Glowball is working together with those Black Knights. They want to make him really powerful. What? Who's Glowball? Several images before me, one of Metronome, another of Possessed Clockwork. The last is an image of the members of the Syndicate. It would appear that Penelope is trying to encode a message to you. The Syndicate are helping Metronome possess more clockwork. While it does hurt Cole, Metronome seeks to steal away the clockwork that the Resistance have. The Syndicate is helping Metronome, and that can only lead to bad things for both Cole and the Resistance. So we need to defeat West, the Black Knight. Alright. I'm not not going to bother getting any enhancements right now. We're just going to play bear for a while. Look at this is green. This is really cool, the way the different zones have different colors and then it turns off when the sunlight comes up. This is just, it's really beautiful. I love this. They did a really pretty job on this, this zone, this set of zones in Pretoria. I don't like the arcs, but I do like the design of the zones. Alright, so what do we got here? We need to recover the information on the new syndicate. I just love one-shotting things. It feels so awesome and powerful, and it does feel like you're assassinating. Now you gotta watch out for those. Those are martial arts. Martial arts does have some stun in it, especially Thunder Kick. But as long as they don't hit, like 3 or 4 of them hit us at once, we should be alright. Oh, didn't see him up here. That was sloppy. So, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about actually as we go is the difference between martial arts and claws, right? So claws is very fast. It's not quite as fast as martial arts. It has some damage over time, like this thing, which does 2 strikes, which is slower than, say, Storm Kick. It does a lot of really good damage. It does lethal instead of smashing. That's not really a big deal because, for the most part, most enemies resist smashing and lethal damage pretty much equally. Obviously, this is a Stalker, so we have the Assassin Strike. Not really trying to compare that. One of the differences is Claws does have a ranged attack. I believe Focus is where you like basically throwing the claws at the target or throwing a wave of energy from your claws to the target. And it does a really nice job of knockback. It's short range. It like goes 10 feet or something. But... Oh, this guy saw me. One of the things that's different is the secondary effects. If you look, the secondary effect of these powers is to reduce the target's defense, make them easier to hit. Hardly seen that at all, but it does debuff, supposedly debuff the target, and so they do that kind of thing. They don't do stun. There's one knockdown. I believe Focus does a knockdown. Everything else is debuffing and not things like stunning and knocking over and that kind of thing. So that definitely makes it different. I hear a glowy. Over here. Must be south of us. Yeah, these are just minions, so I have no interest. I hear it. There it is upstairs. Alright, well, we gotta take these guys down because they'll see me. Or they might see me. I don't know. They're far enough away they might not, but let's kill them. So, martial arts has stuns and knockdowns for the most part. They do not have any debuffing. 3 of the powers do stun, or have a chance of stun. 1 is very high chance, the others are medium and low. And 2 of the powers do knockdown or knockback. Constant missing is frustrating. There's no damage over time at all in martial arts, whereas there is in claws. I don't know if it's just the one. See, Focus, Eviscerate is just a melee, and then this is a cone. A ranged cone. So Shockwave and Focus are ranged. So there's 2 ranged powers, and there's 2 AoEs. Martial Arts has 0 range powers and 1 AoE. There's no mezzing, really, other than Focused does a knockdown, I believe. But there is debuffing. So the question is just sort of... Oh, I can't believe we missed her. The question is just sort of, what do you want to get out of your power, right? Do you want to do, like, mezzing? Do you want to try to do... Yeah, good luck with that. You're not going to be able to mez me, baby. Do you want to do knockdowns? Do you want to do stuns? Would you rather debuff the other guy? That's really kind of the decision you have to make when you're picking your primary. And for this character, right, we're mostly doing damage and debuffing. Why am I... Gosh, I've just been so slowed. Come on. She must have done a lot of slow to me. Alright. So I need to track down Master West. My guess is he's going to be on the next floor. Yeah, so again, while we're in Pretoria, I'm not worrying about having to fight every single guy, because I don't really like these story arcs. He's probably in here somewhere. There he is. Alright, so let's go ahead and clean this room out. And to me, you know, after cleaning this whole room out, plus the guys we've fought up to now, that's like enough for this mission. Yeah, so we gotta watch out. These guys in the Syndicate are doing martial arts to us, and they do have the ability to stun. So what's gonna happen is, we have our... Thought that was Lieutenant, okay. We have our Mez defense. But if like 3 of them all hit us at once with Thunder Kick or something, we could get stunned, right? Because they can overcome... Oh my god, another miss. And this thing has enhancers on it, right? There's a 95% chance to hit, and I roll a 98. Every time I miss that, it's a 1 in 5, right? Basically, if this was D&D, I would hit on anything but a 1, and I'm rolling 1s. So in any case, yeah, while we're in Pretoria, I'm not going to worry about defeating every single guy. Now, once we go to Paragon City, we're going to have to defeat every guy in some missions because it's a defeat all, right? And if it's a defeat all, you have to defeat all. They don't really do that here in the Praetorian ones, and I will hand them that. They don't have a lot of defeat alls. I like that they don't. I just don't really like the other missions that they have. The missions that they have, I just don't like the style of it. Oh, we got a badge for Mark for Death. What is that? Just how many Syndicate guys we defeated? Oh, one thing I haven't shown you guys. Badges. Closest to completion. Yeah, so they actually show you like how much you need to do. So there's defeat members of the Resistance. If we defeat 8 more, we'll earn this badge. Defeat Seers. If we defeat 22 more, we'll earn this badge, and so on. I tend not to. I don't run around on streets and stuff, trying to defeat. You know, count how many guys I'm defeating and stuff just to get the badge. I don't bother with that. I mean, if I saw there were just like 2 to go or something, I might. You can see he's debuffing my defense. Gotcha. And so, way to go, Rusty. You're the best over here. Just don't turn evil, okay? Power can do that to people. Just look at Glow Ball. I miss talking to him. He used to be nice. The Black Knights have an evil plan. And let's see, what do the clues say? So, I found some documents dealing with the Syndicate and their group splitting ever since Mr. Yin defected to the Resistance. The Syndicate has been in a major power struggle. There's been rumors of a concrete faction growing more and more powerful, led by a man whose name is known only by those closest to him. Other more disturbing rumors are that this man intends to use Metronome to throw the Resistance and Cole into chaos. Alright. So we'll call Penelope, and she's got some more missions for us, but let's see, how long have we been going? We've been going 25 minutes. I think that's enough to stop for now. We don't have any enhancements. We do have a little bit of salvage. And no recipe, so there's no point in selling. At least for right now. We can hold on to this stuff. I'm going to stop here, guys. I think this has been a long enough episode. We gained a level. We're actually 4/10 of the way to level 18. Then we got a new attack. Until then, oh man, look at this. This is so cool. Is that not an awesome looking sculpture? Look how nice that looks. Even like the anti-aliasing on it is pretty good. If you look at it from here, you can hardly tell that it's, not fully curved, but it has these line segments. If you pull back from here, you can't even tell that. It really, look at the reflections and everything. It really is beautiful. I absolutely love this game, and I really like the decorations in this zone. Alright guys, we're going to stop here. We'll be back with another episode in the near future. Until then, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Heroes Rebirth.